Good morning, students. Today's session is for your first HR specialization, that is for Advanced Human Resource Management. Today we are going to discuss another methods or techniques of job design, that is job enrichment. Generally, the job design having four methods, or there are four methods or techniques available for designing a particular job, that is work simplification, job rotation, job enlargement, and job enrichment. In our last class, we discussed three methods or techniques of job design, that is work simplification, job rotation, and job enlargement. Today, we are going to discuss another methods or techniques of job design, that is job enrichment. So, before starting today's concept, let me remind you these three methods or techniques of job design. So, first one is the work simplification. In case of work simplification technique, the designer first divides the total entire work into various smaller parts. Means in case of work simplification, first the designer divides the total task into various smaller parts, and after dividing the total task into various smaller parts, then each part is assigned to a particular worker for performance, and that worker is responsible for performing that task on a repetitive manner. So after some period of time, the worker may get expert knowledge regarding performance of a particular task. But this technique also having certain disadvantages, like if a worker perform a particular task repetitively, or perform a particular task on a continuous basis, after some period the worker feel bored, that leads to accident turnover and absenteeism. Next technique of job design, that is job rotation. In case of job rotation, the person has to move from one job to another job for performance. So whatever the problems, whatever the disadvantages the work simplification techniques having, that can be removed through this technique. Means in case of job rotation, the person or the employee is not required to perform similar type of task repetitively. After performing a particular task for certain period of time, the employee has to rotate, or the employee has to move to another job for performance. And after performing another task for certain period of time, again the employee has to rotate or has to move to another job for performance. So by rotating or moving a person from one position or one job to another job, the worker's knowledge, worker's skills can be enhanced, and whatever the level of boredom, that can be removed by performing different tasks after certain period. And job rotation techniques also provide maximum benefit to the organization. Now a question arises, in what way the job rotation technique provides benefits to the organization? In case of job rotation technique, the after some period of time, the employee may get expert knowledge regarding performance of different tasks of the organization. So in case of absence, or in case of retirement or death of any employee, the task of the work of an organization may not hamper, because all employees having varied knowledge related to performance of different tasks. So in case of any absence of human resources, the entire task can be performed by other employees of an organization. So that prevent from interruption. Next technique of job design, that is job enlargement. Enlargement means what? Enlargement means expansion of something. So job enlargement means expansion of a particular job. Job enlargement, we can say it is a horizontal expansion of a particular job. Means in case of job enlargement, organization add more duties, more tasks, or more variety of tasks of similar nature to a particular job. Means if a particular employee's job is enhanced, then the person has to perform more variety of tasks which is not assigned to him previously. So job enlargement is a horizontal expansion of job, because in job enlargement, organization add more variety of tasks of similar nature to a particular job, but the employee has to perform number of tasks which is not assigned to him previously. Take the example of mail sorter. So the duty of mail shorter is to deliver the mail to different section or department of an organization. If the mail sorter's job is enhanced, or if the mail sorter's job is enlarged, then the person is required to deliver the mail to different section or different departments of an organization through online, and after delivering the mail it is required to deliver the mail physically to different section or departments of an organization. And job enlargement also removes the boredom of the human resources, because the human resources has to perform number of or variety of tasks. So job enlargement is a what sorry is a horizontal expansion of a particular job. Next comes to last technique of job design, that is job enrichment. In case of job enlargement, organization add more variety of tasks of similar nature, but in case of job enrichment, organization no doubt add more responsibilities, more duties to a particular task, but that is not related to same nature, but it is related to the higher level. Means in case of job enrichment, organization also add more duties, more responsibilities, or we can say job enrichment is a vertical expansion of a particular job, but enhancement or job enlargement is called as horizontal expansion of a particular job, and job enrichment is a vertical expansion of a particular job. In job enrichment, organization add some motivational factors to a particular job. So we can say it is a type of improvement in the context of a job. When a person's job is enriched, then organization add more level of duties, more responsibilities, more duties to a particular job. So whatever the duties, whatever the task, that can be enhanced. Means before enriching a job, whatever the duties, whatever the task the employee performs, after enriching a particular job, the employee is required to perform more number of duties, more number of tasks. So we can say it is a type of improvement in the context of a particular job. And job enrichment also adds some motivational factors. Means in case of job enrichment, organization provides opportunity to the human resources for growth and advancement, and organization provides some level of freedom to the human resources. And in case of job enrichment, organization allows the human resources to schedule their own assignment, or to make their own assignment independently as per their choice. And organization also provides more chance to the human resources for contribution their ideas. And job enrichment is a vertical expansion of a particular job, and that motivates the human resources, because it provides some motivational factors, it provides some level of freedom to the human resources, and it allows the human resources to control their own work, and it also allows to schedule their own assignment. Means the employee has to perform their task as per their choice, or as per their decisions. And organization also provides more opportunity for growth and advancement, and the organization also provides chances to the human resources for contributing his innovative and creative ideas. And job enrichment requires less supervision to the human resources. Generally, it increases the job depth. Means in case of job enrichment, organization add more duties, more responsibilities to a particular job, so the contents of the job enhanced, increased, so that increases the job depth, and it allows the human resources to control their own work, to schedule their own work. And job enrichment makes a job more challenging and interesting. So by performing a enriched job, the employee also feel satisfaction, that leads to motivation, that leads to motivation and dedication of human resources. Next comes to characteristics of job enrichment. Job enrichment having number of characteristics like direct feedback. Job enrichment having number of characteristics. First one is the direct feedback. Means in case of job enrichment, uh, employees are allowed to take their feedback from the superiors immediately. Means the superiors or the managers of an organization directly provide feedback to the human resources if the person's job is enriched. Means the person has to perform a challenging task. So initially whatever the mistake the person did, that can be identified immediately, and the supervisor or the superior immediately inform to the human resources, so whatever the problems that can be minimized, and the person can able to perform his enriched job in a most effective and efficient manner. So in case of job enrichment, there is a benefit of providing direct feedback to the human resources. Next one is the client relationship. If within a particular job the organization allows to maintain a relationship with the client, means if the employees are allowed to deal with the client of an organization, then we can say that person's job is enriched. Means job enrichment having a characteristics of maintaining a relationship with the clients of an organization. The clients of an organization may be within the organization or outside of the organization. Next one is the new learning. In case of job enrichment, the employees skills, knowledge, and abilities are enhanced. Generally, in job enrichment, organization add more duties, more tasks, more responsibilities to a particular job, and the employee has to perform it in a most effective and efficient manner. The person's duty enhanced, the person's responsibilities enhanced, and the particular job is the most challenging and interesting one. So, for performing a challenging task, the employee has to acquire new skills, has to acquire more knowledges, so that the employee can able to perform a particular task in a most effective and efficient manner. So job enrichment enhances the person's knowledge by learning new things. Next one is the scheduling. In case of job enrichment, organization allows human resources to schedule their own work. Means it provides some level of freedom to the human resources to control their own work, to schedule or arrange their own assignments independently without consulting anyone. So that whatever the creativity, whatever the innovative ideas of human resources, that can be utilized in a better way. Next one is the unique experience. Generally, the enriched job having a unique experience. Means if a particular job get more level of freedom, if a particular employees are allowed to schedule their own assignment, and if the employees are allowed to take participation in top levels decision, then the employees satisfaction enhanced, and the employee feel a unique experience. Next one is the control over resources. If a person are allowed to do everything as per their decision, and if the employees are allowed to schedule their own work, and if the employees or if the organization provides some level of freedom to the human resources to perform their task independently, then the employee try to accomplish everything in a most effective way, so that the person can take the credit from the organization. So, for performing a particular challenging task, the human resources try to get more knowledge, more skills related to performance of that task. So, for performing everything in a most effective and efficient manner, the human resources try to control other resources of the organization. So, for performing a challenging task in a better way, the human resources try to use everything in a most effective and efficient manner. So, without any wastage, the human resources try to accomplish the task task whatever involved in a particular job. So without any wastage or by controlling the resources of the organization, the human resources able to achieve or accomplish everything. Next characteristics of job enrichment is direct communication authority. Job enrichment provides a benefit of direct communication authority. Means the employees are allowed to communicate to a person whom they want to communicate their messages. So job enrichment allows for these facilities. These are the various characteristics of job enrichment. Next comes to job advantages of job enrichment. Job enrichment also having some advantages. What are the advantages of job enrichment? Let me tell you one by one in detail. First one is it removes boredom. Generally, job enrichment removes some level of boredom by performing different tasks. Frustration of employees can be removed by making the job interesting. In case of job enrichment, organization add more duties, more tasks to a particular job, and organization provides some level of freedom to the human resources, and it also provides opportunity for growth and development of the human resources. So that makes the job more interesting. So whatever the frustration of the human resources that can be removed. Next advantages is that it reduces the employee turnover. Means when the person's job is enriched, then the person feels satisfaction and the person is motivated, so that leads to reduction of employee turnover. Next advantages is that it motivates the employees by providing opportunity for growth. Generally, job enrichment provides opportunity for growth and advances to the human resources. So the human resources feel satisfaction. It motivates the human resources by providing opportunity for growth and advancement, and it allows the human resources to take participation in top levels decision making processes. So the human resources feel satisfaction, and that leads to motivation. Next advantages of job enrichment is that it helps to improve the skills of the workers. For performing a particular challenging task, the human resources try to acquire more skills, knowledges, and abilities. So they can able to perform a challenging task, whatever given by the organization in a most effective and efficient manner. So job enrichment also enhances the person's skills and abilities. Next advantages of job enrichment is that it gives more job satisfaction to the employees. Obviously, it helps to motivate the human resources through job enrichment. Employee also feels satisfaction. It provides opportunity for growth, development, and advancement, and it also provides chances for contributing the person's own ideas, and it also allows the human resources to take participation in top levels decision making process or in planning work. So the employee feels satisfaction, and that leads to reduction of accident, reduction of absenteeism and turnover. Last advantages of job enrichment is that employees tends to be more creative. Means employee has to be perform a challenging task if a particular employee's job is enriched. So for performing a particular challenging task, the employee acquires more skills, more knowledge, and more ideas, and that leads to use of the creativity and innovative ideas of human resources. So for performing a particular challenging task, the employees tends to be more creative. So this leads to enhancing the person's skills, knowledge, and abilities. And job enrichment uses the inherent skills of the human resources most efficiently. Job enrichment having certain advantages, and apart from that it also having certain disadvantages. So what are the disadvantages of job enrichment? Let me tell you detail. So first disadvantages of job enrichment is that it is limited to unskilled and semi-skilled jobs. Job enrichment is limited to only skilled and semi-skilled jobs. Means the highly skilled jobs already having challenging tasks. So organization may not enrich the skilled jobs. So it is limited to unskilled and semi-skilled jobs of an organization. Next disadvantages of job enrichment is that technology may not permit the enrichment of all jobs. Due to technological advancement, organization may not allow to enrich all the jobs. Means if an organization wants to implement a latest technology in a particular job, uh, then the method for performing the particular task and the procedure for performing a particular task is changed. Means the organization should have to utilize the latest technique for performing a particular task. So in that case the organization may not permit or may not allow the human resources to schedule their own work as per their choice. And the human resources also require some level of supervision, because the human resources are going to perform a new task. So due to the technological advancement, the organization may not permit to enrich all the jobs of an organization. Next disadvantages of job enrichment is that it is a costly affair. If an organization plans to enrich a particular job, means the employees are required to get some new knowledge, um, get some or acquire some particular skill for performing a particular task in a or particular enriched job in a better way. So for that reason organization should have to provide some training program to the human resources. So whatever the enhanced task enhanced task the organization added in a particular job, that can be performed by the human resources in a better way. So in this way it is a costly affair. Means if an organization plans to arrange a training program, then organization should have to bear certain cost. So in this way job enrichment is a costly affair. Next disadvantages of job enrichment is that employees may prefer to have job enrichment but may not have necessary capabilities and qualification to meet new challenges. Sometimes employers are interested to enrich a particular job to get more level of freedom, but they may not have sufficient capabilities, may not have enough qualification to meet the challenging task provided by the organization, so that they are not able to accomplish his or task in a most effective and efficient way. Next disadvantages of job enrichment is that it have negative effect in short run. In case of job enrichment, it is marked that in short run the productivity of the human resources is decreased, because when the organization add more duties, more tasks or responsibilities to a particular task, then employees require some time for making himself or herself more comfortable. So in short run the employees may not feel comfortable to accomplish whatever the task involved in a particular job. So the employee takes some time to perform better. So it is marked that in case of job enrichment, in short run, the productivity of the organization is reduced. People also get bored in their enriched job. Means job enrichment also having a disadvantage of people get boring in enriched job. Means at starting people has to perform variety of tasks, but after accomplishing the challenging task they has to perform after challenging a particular task they have to perform this task repetitive manner, so they feel bored after some period of time. So this is the disadvantages of job enrichment. Now we are going to discuss various steps of job enrichment. So when a designer enrich a particular job, what steps he has to perform or he has to follow? Now we are going to discuss in detail one by one. First step involved in job enrichment is that job selection. Due to certain technological issue, organization may not permit to enrich all jobs of an organization. So first the job designer has to select which job is preferable for enrichment. First the designer should have to select the job for enrichment. Next step is identifying the changes. What changes has to be made in a particular job. In second step, the designer has to be identified. Next step involves in job enrichment, that is change in the contents of the job. Means what changes identified in second step, the designer should have to add some new duties, some responsibilities to a particular job. Means whatever the changes is required to make, that is identified in second step, and what necessary changes is required to add, that is identified, and in third step, whatever the necessary contents required to add, the designer add in a particular job. And in fourth step, that is employee counseling, means after adding varieties of tasks or new responsibilities, duties to a particular task, it is required to communicate the human resources, and that can be done through employee counseling. Means in employee counseling step, the designer or the HR manager communicate the contents of the job to the human resources. Next one is the job integration. And after getting clear idea about a particular enriched job, means after getting the ideas of contents of the job, the human resources has to perform the duties, the task, responsibilities on a continuous manner. Means in job integration stage, the employee has to perform enriched job by combining all the duties or the responsibilities or tasks that is provided by an organization. So these are the steps that involved in job enrichment. Next comes to techniques of job enrichment. So in what way jobs of an organization can be enhanced? Let me discuss one by one in detail. So, by adding new tasks to a particular job for increasing the scope of the job, means in this technique, organization adds some new duties, some tasks to a particular job. Means by adding more tasks, by adding more duties and responsibilities to a particular job, that job may be enhanced or enriched. Next technique of job enrichment is that allow the employee to set his own standard of performance. Means if the organization allows the human resources to set his own standard, or allow the human resources to schedule his own assignment, then we can say that the person's job is enriched. Means in the way, by allowing the human resources to set his own standard, the person's job can be enriched. Next technique of job enrichment is to minimize the control to provide freedom to the employees. Means by providing some level of freedom to the human resources, or by providing some level of freedom to control their own work, organization can enrich a particular job. Next techniques of job enrichment is that make an employee directly responsible for his performance. Instead of making responsible for a particular human resources performance to the superior, if the human resource himself is responsible for his performance, then the person's job can is enriched. Means by enriching uh, or by making an employer directly responsible for his performance, the person's job can be enriched. Next technique of job enrichment is that provide feedback to the employees. Means by providing immediate feedback to the human resources, the the employee's job can be enriched, so that the person can get immediate feedback from the organization, so that whatever the mistakes, whatever the problems he did, that can be identified previously, and whatever the necessary action he can take, so that he can able to perform a challenging task in a better way. Next technique of job enrichment is that encourage participation of employees in deciding organizational goals and policies. In this way, means by encouraging a particular employees to participate in top levels decision making process, means while deciding the organizational goals and policies, if the organization allows a human resources to take participation, then we can say that the organization enrich the human resources job. Means by allowing the human resources to participate in top levels decision making process, the person's job can be enhanced or enriched. Last techniques of job enrichment is introducing new difficult and creative tasks to the employees. Means by introducing or by adding new difficult or challenging or creative tasks to a particular job of human resources, the person's job can be enriched. So these are the various techniques of job enrichment. Apart from that, we have to discuss various objectives of job enrichment and what are the differences of job enlargement and job enrichment. So in our next class, we will discuss various objectives of job enrichment and various differences between job enlargement and job enrichment. So this is all about today's class. Thank you.